Freaky Table is brought to you by Nikki Hits Beauty Studio, Bona Musadi, Douala, and Jungle Hall, Boya.
What's up, everybody? My name is John Gomba. Yana and Ko are joining me in the house. Welcome to Freaky Table. And today we got to talk about music in Cameroon and perhaps other African countries and the world. And so it's been, 5 months into the year 2021, and Cameroon is yet to have a hit song. I don't know what is happening, but I have to ask, what the hell is happening to our artists? Are they sleeping? Are they awake? Are they not inspired? Do they not want to do this job anymore? Or whatever is happening? Yana, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Hey, the way you call where today artists don't die. Oh, believe.
Listen.
Did your team Chelsea win or something?
Don't touch me.
Welcome. What is happening? By the way, I have to ask, right? What are you listening to right now? Yana?
The word of God. And telling me things.
He's really definitely.
Where God kill.
What is happening to our artists? What is going on?
How do you answer that question? Because do they even God, how do you answer that question? But yes, I'll say that since January, we've been lacking of content of just what makes the music industry.
Yeah.
I think Mike Monster has done a good job so far. He's not had major hits, but he's had songs that have hit the airwaves and sorry?
That's intermittent.
Yeah, you know, that have really pulled crowds in, just vibe. And Local Lokito, brilliant song. I love the video. And he has even jumped on
Give.
Magasco's gives the challenge of Magasco's song challenge. I think he's been the most relevant since 2020. Not the most, but at least if we want to talk about relevant artists in 2020, he's really been hitting it right now. There's Charlotte de Panda too. Why is this guy so nasty?
All right, I mean, we're still basking in the euphoria of Calisson. I think that was the last hit song.
We should not be doing that in the industry, in the musical industry.
We should not, but that's what it is.
And it's
So,
sad.
Elonge, what are you listening to, and why are you not listening to any song from Cameroon this year?
Since it's been decided unanimously by the musicians, I'm listening to Petit Pays.
You're going back, you know.
I'm okay, and I'm just going back and listening. I'm listening to some few. I mean, Salatiel gave us an album.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm listening to it. I just purchased a Meshi's album. I'm also trying to listen to it. But there is not much on my playlist in terms of Cameroonian content. Truly.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I'm pro
Cameroon.
Cameroon in every sense, but they leave us with very little choice right now. This is 6 months into 2021, and there is nothing. The industry cannot survive like that when you're having this discussion about 80-20 and prioritizing our own music, and the churn rate is this low. You know, it's not just that you've not had hits; it's that the production of music in itself is low.
I like how Elonge is saying this low when there's nothing even to say it low.
You know, like that.
Yeah.
I'm asking myself, the 80-20, how we calculate the 80 and the 20? Because that means we will play a half song, or like you don't even know what to do. So I don't know, if you look at my playlist, it's very shocking because I think the statistics from Spotify is that you have 40,000 plus songs a day added. And Cameroon is nowhere to be found if you're having 40,000 plus. If you were saying audiences should listen to Cameroonian songs more, where are the songs? They have to listen to something, and they have access to all of these other songs, 40,000 songs a day, and you are not there to compete, and you expect that they stick to you, even in terms of just keeping your fan base. You can't. And you know, we're just talking about songs, but let's even say you're not, okay, Daphne has not put out a song in forever.
Yeah.
But what is the visual content or otherwise musical content that she's putting out that can make her keep her fan base. I mean, Daphne has gotten the kind of relevance that she can come back at any time on people. But I'm just saying, artists generally need to keep fans interested. What is it? Where are the lyric video? Where are the behind the scenes? Where are video explanations? Where are challenges and all of these things that are supposed to keep us excited about you until you put out new music?
I just feel like the music industry is afraid. I don't know what is it afraid I'm going to use, because ever since the domination of the movie industry, the two films on Netflix, the Camif itself, the show or the event in April, it's like the musicians have just taken a back seat. In fact, they've taken several seats at the back. They don't even understand what is happening. It's like the blueprint itself wasn't even there that they created. They don't know what to follow. They don't know what to do. Like, it's just dormant. Like, there are a couple of songs that have been released. When You Controller, Asaba Has the Big Dream. Who else is? I don't even know. Leo's JJ. There are a couple of songs that, and then obviously Magasco's GIF. You know, but the songs are not the hit songs. Now, perhaps we're going to ask ourselves, like, what is a hit song?
Yeah, that's going to be my next question.
I remember I'd interviewed Tizzy Panchak before, and Tizzy said a hit song is a song that gives you money. Like, if the song is giving you money, making you get shows, endorsements, and all of that, for him, that's what he considers as a hit song. So do you agree with that, or there's a different definition of what a hit song is?
I think it's about the vibe it creates and the popularity, the movement that it creates around it. Of course, to me, those things are fallouts from a hit song, like money and that. But the vibe must be there to make it a hit song. That people, Kali song, for example, everybody can gravitate. You see, it is everywhere. And the sound itself, everything, it makes it a hit song. But you could have money, you could have shows from JJ. It will not necessarily make it a hit song, you know. So I think that it's about the popularity of the song, how it takes radio and airplay and all of that. Yeah,
that's what drops down in the category for Song of the Year.
There's that, and also how people also play around the song. How many people like the
covers,
remix, and all of that. You know. But also, in the absence of hit songs, we've had good songs. Let's not mix both. In the absence of hit songs, we've had good songs, but then it takes more to hit the note of a hit song.
Perhaps the artists are going to complain about media not giving the attention that they ought to give to the music industry, since the movie industry is now booming.
No. Where's the content, first of all?
Come on. What do you want to give attention to?
Exactly.
There is no content, and which is what I'm saying, that there is no content. And really, if artists keep going about this way, we are not saying this is artistry, so you cannot force somebody to produce. But if they keep going about it this way, then they don't stand a chance. Because what the movie industry is showing us is that with consistency, you can actually have a seat at the table. With the music part, I mean, we have, let's put it this way. If we are to say our top female singers, I'm sure Blanche Bailey will feature.
Yeah, she will.
Blanche Bailey does not have a body of work.
She doesn't.
It's almost like a travesty that you have an artist that big, at least in our mind's eye, and she doesn't have a body of work. How many singles does she even have? At the rate at which they are churning out, they don't stand a chance globally, but they don't even stand a chance in terms of building a solid fan base. They don't, because you have to constantly feed your fans something. What are you feeding them? If now that don't decide in a color for hair, ask her, either she's ranting about her husband or she's coming to reconcile with her husband. It is just one crazy
musical event to the other. And
giving us sensible content,
exactly, that
will make sense, but it's not. And I mean, I'm talking about that, and everybody knows that. You know, she used to be my crush until she disappointed me by going to date that man.
Marry, not date.
Getting married to that man.
Daphne says that we should help her lose weight. Everybody's saying that she's pregnant.
I think that that's a smart move if you're not producing movies or making music.
Do something else.
Then you do something that actually can keep you there. Daphne really does not need it. Daphne is one of the establishment artists that we have now, that if she goes for 2 years and comes back,
she goes Rihanna or not something.
She's Beyonce. She'll come back and will be like, okay, we'll be interested in listening to her song. But not every artist has established themselves and have that type of luxury that they can go play around and come back. I mean,
my point, I mean, Yana, you made a point some couple of episodes ago where you said that artists don't do music for us, the fans, they do music for themselves, which I totally agree at this point, because we've gone through I mean, the corona situation last year, and this year everybody's trying to get back to work. Both of us are getting back to work. All of us are getting... Freaky Table has been on throughout the COVID. You understand? People wake up in the morning wanting to go to work. I don't understand. Our artists wake up and go to work. Like, where do they go to? Like, the fact that you don't even think about your fans to feed them with something, with music or lifestyle or something, some event or anything that a project, something. It makes me believe what you were saying, that they don't even care what they churn out. Why do they have to give music? All man the hustle, Cameroon over heart. So more just should not be the wonder whether something is gonna happen.
Lack of planning, lack of direction. Because at the start of the year, what do you want for your career? What do you want for your music? What do you want for your record label? What do you want for the artist? I was talking to a young artist the other day, and he said we're talking about music and just examining the music industry and his career. I said, listen, a lot of young artists these days lack something, especially in Cameroonian context. They're not students of culture. When you're a student of culture, you understand what's happening, what the people want, what the people are aspiring to, and you build your music around those things. And then you start seeing them not just gravitate towards those things, but then they give a different meaning to your music, and then the music grows, and that's how you have fan bases. But then, do they define what they want for themselves for the coming year? It's about having a proper team, or you yourself knowing that you want to take this as not just as a hobby, or you don't just want to blow. Wake up one morning and say, I want to blow. 50,000 followers, brand should get me. No brand is going to invest millions on an artist who cannot guarantee ROI, who cannot say we're going to move the needle to maybe giving you more awareness, maybe more sales, because that's what brands are thinking. And I think that's almost what every artist is targeting. That commercial, mining the commercial, ecosystem.
I just want to add, the thing about it is I feel like our artists do not understand the use of opportunities. Yeah. Because when there is nothing, I think I want to use the opportunity to give something so that I can be relevant and perhaps even more relevant than those that they think are more relevant than me. Yeah. When you sit out for like 6 months and you don't give any music, for 365 days you churn out just 2 songs, and you call yourself an A-list artist, I just sit down and wonder, why the hell am I even following you?
We didn't create those lists.
Who does that? And then at the end of the year, you want to be nominated for Best Song of the Year. I'm like, okay, great. Then we should just go back to listening to Nigerian music. That's what that's what I'm
That's the competition.
That's the thing is, you're putting us on a very tight spot. You cannot have it both ways. You can't.
Absolutely.
You cannot give us songs and at the same time tell us we
to
have
consume
to prioritize Cameroonian music. No, this is 6 months into it. Where are the albums? I know a few artists have dropped albums here and there with very lackluster promotion. There is also the fact that I was particularly very elated when Salatiel released his album
Africa Represented.
I was really happy with the rollout. Then I thought it had more life to it than just releasing it. But since it's released, I've not really seen them, hack on it and try to.
What were you expecting?
No, I'm saying that I was expecting. So maybe it was too much for me to expect. But I'm saying I was expecting that a lot of content could come out of it. You could have behind the scenes. You could have explanation on making the album. I know we've had something that was put out. It's something. So
not the thing itself.
No, it's not. It's not a thing. So I'm saying you could have a lot of this. You could really build. That's an album that could run for a year.
True.
In terms of content,
that's a huge body of work.
Visual content and otherwise that you could put out. I don't know why,
Well, I was, Smarty who does SM React, he reacted to, and he's trying to give some kind of explanation, and he was bent on the fact that some of our artists, in fact, most of them, when he said some, he meant most, were lazy. The reason why there are no songs is because the artists are lazy. He categorically said that, and then actually went on with his issues with Meshi. Meshi, first of all, was using controversy to sell an album, which I don't even know. The controversy was, first of all, too lame to even sell. Then, I also read your comments on Facebook saying that, like a Munya market. Like, what the hell are you doing? You have an album to sell, and instead of selling that, you're explaining the problems behind or the challenges.
Joe, let me ask you something.
to
When was the last time Meshi released a song? Anyone? So
remember.
it's difficult. Now you can understand when you've been out for that long and you're coming back, you think you still have a fan base.
Yeah.
No, you don't. So people, all of this is to get you relevant again, because you don't. For the thing that you're popular for that you're
music.
noted for, music, nobody really cares, because you've been out of the scene for such a long time, not giving anybody anything, and then you come now and it's, you know.
I personally can get the idea of, you know, wrapping controversy around the promotion of your music, because it gets people talking. I get that, but then hold on.
That one did not translate to
let me
People should talk and buy the album.
That's the point.
Pushing the album.
That's the point I'm
We
making.
cannot
That
just-
there's no strategic thought to it, because if you're doing that, what is the end game here? The thing is, we have a lot of people who have money but don't have brains behind
I don't
running the music.
Money without
To
brains.
be truthful, when it comes to
That should be a title of the song.
Meshi, I don't think that the controversy was something that she even thought would be controversial. That it happened on her. So she was asked the question.
Why don't you have female collaborations on the album?
And that was her go-to answer. Not that she thought through that answer controversy would build. So it wasn't anything strategic. It was just her unveiling how
Stupid she was.
you know it was just her being messy.
Oh my God.
Meshi.
What's the difference?
But I don't think that's strategic in the sense of, I get saying you could wrap controversy to sell an album.
Yes.
But this is not, it wasn't controversial. It was just plain stupid.
Oh yeah.
And also capitalistic.
But there's something else to this. It's also the fact that these artists want the accolades, right? Without putting the work. It's smart to talk about them being lazy. I think it's lack of creativity, because with what's happening right now.
So they don't have anything to sing about, or they are not inspired.
It's not about. See, you look for inspiration. You go out there and look for the inspiration. If you have a plan, right, and a plan that has to run for the first quarter, second quarter, and third quarter, like, you know, you break it down and saying this. Yeah, that's because music is business.
Yeah.
But how do these record labels even cope if their artists do not put out music?
So now the question
They
is
keep
that
investing money,
is it, you
and
know,
then the money keeps going down the drain.
but hold on, Yana. Now that's a good point that he raised, because the thing about it is, now, do we blame the record labels for not putting out money for these studio times and all of that, or is there is money but the artists are not just using it to do the things that they ought
Or
to?
the record labels are investing in the wrong people. That's another thing.
I just feel like our artists are taking music as a hobby and not a business.
It's really painful for me, because I as an artist, not necessarily musical artist, I understand that I don't fault an artist necessarily if they don't churn out music always, but to me it's really about the whole ecosystem. That
Content business.
you cannot be in a music industry and you don't have new entrants in 6 months, that you don't have no hits. I'm not saying a particular artist is designed to have a hit, but at least, you know, you would have
Some random.
Yes, I mean, I was reading some.
It's really funny, because Tizzy lost a dad and has released 2 songs in that grief. So, and there are people who have not lost them. Nothing is wrong with them. Nobody has died. Their business.
They're going through other things which you cannot understand.
Can he inspire them to sing songs? Because I mean, his father's death inspired him to do at least 2 songs.
Any new artist.
Is it time for us to forget about the A-list?
And I was like, okay, I was looking at what Sangwe is doing with Ododi, with the promotion.
The promotion, brilliant promotion, by the way. Yeah.
And I think that he deserves more attention, because he's doing so much work. You see the how well thought out the project is. It's a project. It's not just a release of a single or singles. It's a project. You see the media tour. You see,
and it's being recorded, and it's so beautifully done.
The pre-launch really just prepares you for what's coming.
Yes.
The story, and because Ododi, it's not really a word which you find. It's not really a mainstream word. Yeah. So he used the pre-launch to explain what Ododi is through the stories. Yes. So by the time your music comes now, you understand what Ododi is, and even the
with Salatiel and all
and that was a post. That was a post. Yes, post music and post.
So what we're saying, that you can always have content. Nobody is saying it's very important that you alone cannot fill the airspace.
Yeah.
You cannot.
Definitely.
But it should be something that people are releasing music. That I feel like they are releasing music. What we are seeing with the film, like that, okay, you have this, you also have the Cameroon Festival, you have music premieres, you have this, you have. So you're constantly talking about, something that they are doing, whether it's releasing of
or
beautiful
an event,
films, just something that
something
keeps,
to keep everybody
keeps
there.
the music, the film thing abuzz. But with music, I don't get it. It's like the music has been drained out of them. Like just
We went through the other side of the tunnel.
There's that, but also the thing is, I think that there are about 3 or 2 things here. One, they consider music as a hobby, not as a business. But also, they may also consider music as a business, but not as the content business. Because if you think of it as business, you're like, okay, I've achieved my goals.
I think most of them haven't understood the
But
business.
I think that there are artists like TZ,
Yeah.
whose churn rate is really high.
Yeah.
His churn rate is really high.
Because if you notice, we've actually discovered a few artists from TZ's collaborations.
Yes.
Yeah. So
A lot.
which is something which is almost making his trademark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of always.
And that's what we're getting from the
Magasco,
gift challenge, the Magasco gift challenge now. I've seen a lot of many talents.
I listened to a song
didn't
which
even
was
know
even better than the original song.
Niveau T.
You understand? Niveau T. Yeah. King KK Kum. I hope I'm.
Guys, need to help us with their names. Some of these names.
Some of the names too.
Yeah, God.
Yeah.
And talking about names and music, if your name is not memorable, I cannot spell it.
Problem.
Pronounce, spell, remember it. Your music is dead.
Somebody else who has that name.
Yes,
more
because
famous than
you could do really good music, right? And then I can't remember how to spell it. I have to start typing the lyrics of the song.
Have you ever tried to Google Jovi?
It's Jovi. I think Jovi from America will come. Bon Jovi, that pops up.
Gomez is the same thing. Selena Gomez.
That pops up. And this is what Burna Boy did with Ye.
Put Jovi Cameroon.
You have to put Jovi. You have to
has more weight than
you have to geolocalize the name, and which is never healthy, because if you have to write it that way, it's not healthy.
You know when Kameni came as well, that was Carlos Kameni, the goalkeeper, the footballer.
Because
Her music was really good and she was consistent.
Yes.
And again, to Kameni was just going down slowly, and the goalkeeper, the goalkeeper.
He remains inside the pool.
Obi.
He scored no goals. but this is something another artist also used to play to their favor, because Burna Boy used that for Ye. When people thought it was Kanye's Ye, so he got the American audience to type because Kanye was supposed to release the music, and they started typing Ye, thought it was Kanye.
But they were not typing Ye in Nigeria.
They were just typing Ye, and it popped up because Burna Boy had released before Kanye, and they thought it was about the same time, so they thought it was Kanye's song. I said, they listened, and it was Burna Boy. They went to listen to his catalog, and that's how it helped propel Burna Boy, into the Western audiences. So artists need to think about, because when you're dealing with digital, how searchable is your name? Yeah, how is that used? Search friendly. That's basically it, and your handles too.
I just want songs.
I will say.
we want all those things, but
And
we
the
want
body
Give us music.
we want all of those
The
things.
thing is, look at the bigger picture.
Yes,
we
yes.
talk about international festivals and all of that.
Yeah.
For you to get billing for festivals, you need a body of work. Like it gives you a stronger advantage. If you do not have the songs, you do not have the body of work, you can't compete.
What are you going to get in it?
What are you going to
can't
do?
compete. Yes.
Yeah.
What are you
So
going
I'm
to
really
do?
looking forward to getting the Blanche Bailey album. I'm looking forward to
The
having
collaboration with Daphne, we're supposed to get that, right? What is
Ah, we're still waiting.
I want a WAP collaboration.
You know.
Kind of WAP.
But I think that talking about that WAP, Blanche Bailey, Daphne will give you I wish they could do. But I think that, listen, a
Gomez should give us a Montero.
a Gasha and Mine video could be hot.
Gashamine?
Gasha and Mine, they can actually give us a WAP video. It's just that Gasha will come up with like a tomboy situation, and Mine is going to be
because
the Cardi B.
WAP video is really about having Minaj.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right, guys. I mean, we can go on and on. We're still waiting. It's May now.
I'm saying Gomez should do a
We're-
Montero video.
We're heading to June. There's still no songs. If there are songs, please play.
If it's Friday songs, do it. We want it.
But now, anyhow,
Want also extend our application for Elizabeth Teke.
Yes.
For the album.
Wait, speaking of that, I mean that would have been really good music for, I mean, given the attention she had.
people had the problem with buying the album.
Yeah, the problem.
That was the problem. I think somebody somewhere sat down and saw this woman is getting a lot of traction. I'm going to use her to launch my platform, and failed spectacularly at doing that, because
It was not just
Ease of use. ease of
Yes.
There's something about technology acceptance.
God.
Perceive usefulness and perceive ease of use. That's what will make people use that platform.
Yeah.
It is either useful to them or it is easy to use. If it's not easy to use, I want to download an album, I have to start calling Churchyman to tell me how to break into algorithms.
Can you
I will
imagine?
not buy it.
Other level of friction is unnecessary because these people are already used to certain platforms which are easier for them to access.
Make it seem.
What happened to
Check the steps.
musical? Why didn't you just go to musical or Oxplay
Because
or-
that's what I'm saying. Somebody sat where you could actually.
that platform launch, use hard to launch, which would have been a smart move.
Yes.
I thought it was easy.
Yeah.
But then to pay, you sometimes you probably even pay and then you don't receive the album. You have to pay twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's true. I did
And-
that
and-
for Young Holidays.
and that's and that's mad. So you see that sometimes the artists can really do the work, but those in charge of distributing the work and putting the work out there fail at their job.
Yeah.
And
Which was the problem with Meshi as well on an album. PRT management, everything was just wrong.
And she's a
Hey,
fantastic.
She's really a good singer. She's a pretty girl too. So it's something to look and something to listen to. Anyway, Meshi, come back with another, strategy. We are here.
The
We're
album
still-
is still there. It's just
really
dropped.
good.
yeah.
Right, Meshi's album is out.
live
Magasco
support.
give challenges out there.
Don't get
Please
out.
listen. Tizi Panchak dropped the song. Asaba's Dream is still there. Rinyu still has songs. Please listen and let's give some attention
Sango
to this song.
Ezi.
Sango
I'm
Ezi has the
waiting for
ODD. Please follow him on Instagram to just enjoy
Boy
the
Lamar.
whole process.
There's also this man.
So, oh yes, Loco dropped a video magnet.
Charlotte Dibanda has been doing a lot of promotion. I mean, she started out of the country and she's in Cameroon now,
Yeah.
even though she's in that area.
Thank God she's in Cameroon, alive and safe. Anyway, so guys, what do you think? No songs in 2021 from Cameroon yet. No hit songs, not no
work on
songs.
my EP.
No hit songs. Elonga is working on EP. Valerie Atia has been working on that EP since 2030. We don't know what is really happening.
Look at it in the future.
I don't know. No, 1930. 1930 he's been working on that. Atia, please, when is that EP dropping? Please, anybody who's working on any, please drop it.
If not, Singular will keep doing what he's doing in Cameroon.
You know.
He will leave France and come and take your space and you complain.
Can come, even the Fali Pupa, just come and collect our money and go. Please drop so we need music, please. Cameroonian artists, please.
I'm waiting for Kosis, the album.
Kosis is dropping an album soon. Thank God.
The last part, the last quarter of the year will be good if we have all of them released.
Yeah, even this guy, I keep forgetting.
Guys, we need to go. Drop your comments down at the comment section. It's Decoded
Nice
TV
one,
Studios now on YouTube. And you can just hashtag Freaky Table on YouTube and you catch all our episodes. Remember, please follow us on all social media platforms. It's at Freaky Table. We are on Twitter as well. At Freaky Table. Yana, Kwa, myself, Joan. It's a goodbye and see you guys soon.
Freaky Table is brought to you by Nikki Hits Beauty Studio, Bonamusadi, Douala, and Jungle Hall, Boya.
Contact Jungle Studios, which is located at Solidarity Junction, Boya, for all your photography and videography.
Thanks for watching the dopest TV show right now.
And don't forget to subscribe so that you can continue seeing our beautiful faces. Scratch that, my handsome face.
Alright guys, and to never miss a thing, follow us on all social media platforms at Freaky Table, Instagram, Facebook, and yeah, stay tuned.